I wonder if they haven't moved to a den where we were following those two that morning. Maybe that's why we couldn't find them again, because maybe they have a den inside there, and maybe that's where the den was active at the time of the accident with Karuga's cub. No, it wasn't really an accident. Misfortune of Karuga's cub being killed. Maybe I've got a good imagination, but it's starting to find, since we were following them, it was the same two hyenas, since we were following them in that exact area yesterday, I suddenly had this thought, maybe they were going home, they weren't going to find a kill, maybe they were just wandering home. Home is that area there. Now that they've moved again. Sky, beautiful bushveld. Oh, it's like a fish eye, it's a very wide angle. That one is bigger than the little black one we saw. And the other hyena is approaching, and this one at the den side's growling. And the little one is also behaving like a... Let me just tell people. Now, Missy moved to Zoe's road. I'm at the den now, active. So far only one. I'll let you know if I've only just arrived. The one off Zoe's, Rebecca's. Hard to see what's going on, but I think over the next few days, since they've probably only been here about a day, I'm guessing that over the next few days this grass will get trampled and be flattened a little bit. Now this is one of the two I think that Tara saw, and I think the two that we saw the other night are two new ones, because this one is bigger and bolder. Forward little one, just in that little gap of grass. I can't really move for a better view. Tom, Mr. T, and his brother. Brother's name was Kinky Tail. The last time I saw the two of them, we were having a get together, I suppose party, wasn't quite, it was a get together to say farewell to a couple of guys from Arathusa. We were on Arathusa airstrip one night. We had a bit of a fire going on the bottom end of the airstrip. In fact, exactly where we crossed the airstrip yesterday with that elephant, where we used to have meetings. Andre was the guard that was leaving, and there were guys from all the other lodges with wives and girlfriends, and girls with husbands and boyfriends and girlfriends. They were lion calling, and they are calling from two different directions. And I remember leaving the group of people and going to see if I could find them. Hang on, I'm being called. Don't go anywhere, I'll get back to that story. Go ahead. So far I can just see one Mafaja with one Mampimpan, and then there's another one adult. So far, I don't know who's around the bed, around the other side of the termite mound. Yeah, I've got to where that buffalo pan is, where that big tall deck is, and it was a full moon, funny enough, so I didn't even have to use lights. I had my lights off. I was sitting in my landy, and I had one of the big boys coming from the southern end of the airstrip and one of them coming from that central road, and the two of them met up almost exactly where I was, and the two of them were roaring next to my Land Rover, and it was such an incredible experience because even the rivets that were loose were rattling. And I think it was a day or two later that the Majingu lions moved into the area, and then within a day of those 5 male lion calling, the two Mapokos, Kinky Tail and Mr. T, must have heard them and objected to the presence of those young upstarts. And so 2 took on 5, had a big fight. This was up at Nkoro, and killed one of the newcomers. And the next day, the 4 remaining brothers of the newcomers, the Majingu lions, chased Mr. T and Kinky Tail. And they caught up with them and they killed Kinky Tail. Mr. T, so called because he had like a dark Mohican hairstyle for a mane. He got injured and he raced back south to go and find the 4 brothers that had moved down on Mala Mala. And that was the last I heard of him, actually. I think he passed away, if I'm not mistaken. There are some viewers who might know. Sil, Liz, Marc also might know something if he went down that way towards Lion Sands. I thought maybe an elephant, but also thought maybe a human. Incredible. Some of them will be taken by wasps. Some of them will get chased. Great, thanks, morning. A very distinctive zigzag pattern to the silk. Known as a stabilimentum. And there's a debate as to the function of the stabilimentum to some degree. It hides the spider. There's a type of Garden Orb, a little different to this one, a little bit more silver. This is yellow and black and grey. There's one that's got more of a silver abdomen that makes an X, stabilimentum in the shape of an X. If you look at it, how when it blurs and it just blends in with the grasses, it's a visual stimulus.